Hi guys, welcome to Nerd Bites. This is going to be what I thought of episode 2, season 2, The Last Kingdom. Yes, of course, there will be spoilers throughout this video, so make sure you check out the episode first. You have been warned. And of course, before we begin, I'm crap with remembering names, so I'll probably just have to describe quite a few people. This episode was a lot better for me. The first one was a little bit, but this one was a lot better. A lot more happened, a lot more character development and story development. A load of Danes that came in and kind of infiltrated the group, saying they wanted to join them, and then they were literally there to try and capture Uhtred, which they ended up tricking him and capturing him. They were about to take his eye, and then his friends helped him out and they killed him, kept one alive, and then he ended up turning and being on their side. So there's a lot of back and forth on this kind of stuff, but yeah, it was a good scene that kind of put things into motion for the rest of the season. The main priest guy, he's bit by bit, he's becoming more and more of a prick. He's doing this thing where he's not a fan of Uhtred. He's speaking into the king's ear and just telling him things. He even gets one of his friends, priest understudy guys, to go to Bebbanburg and bargain with them and everything to get swords for them in exchange for Uhtred. And yeah, as I saw when you first see him, you realise this guy's going to be a prick. The whole point of this episode is really the fact that the King Guthred is kind of being told one thing and then told another, and conflicting emotions, and then you know being swayed by the priest guy, and then it kind of takes a turn for the worse for Uhtred, because he ends up sleeping with Guthred's sister, which does not help his case for later on in the episode. They also find some more Danes guys out in the woods and everything. Obviously keeps saying we should attack them while they don't know we're coming. Then instead Guthred decides to basically talk to them and bargain with them and negotiate with them, and none of that really goes well. Uhtred starts speaking out of turn, and the tensions are all building up here. When the priest understudy guy gets to Bebbanburg and talks to Uhtred's uncle, he basically said, I want his head and you can have my army. So, I mean, again, this is one thing I quite like about the season so far, is the fact that a lot of people are gunning for Uhtred, and he's kind of being hunted, and he's a marked man, and it's quite a cool thing. He's become this kind of infamous character, so to speak. When Uhtred again puts the Stormmaster on the cloak, and then he puts all the head on spikes outside that fort, the guy goes out to inspect, he gets his head cut off, and the other guys obviously know it's him. They keep shouting out his name, and then he goes up again. That was a really cool scene, that was. And in the end, Guthred makes the wrong call. He decides to go with what the priest is saying. He decides to get 200 swords in exchange for Uhtred, and him and his little friend end up getting sold away as slavery, and it's just a really quite hard thing to watch, considering him and the king have built up this kind of respect for one another, and it's just been, his mind has been completely turned by this priest guy, and they get taken off as slaves. And then we actually transition to the priestess woman. She's obviously, as she's going around, she's building herself as a warrior. She goes back to Alfred and basically, you need to help us, you need to get Uhtred out of the situation he's in. And the last thing we see is Alfred basically talking to Ragnar and saying, I have a task for you. Now this seems like it's going to be Ragnar going to save Uhtred, and that would be cool. It's a good way to bring Ragnar back into it, because I think he's a cool character and I don't want him locked up for an entire season. So yeah, pretty cool way to end it. Overall guys, I think episode 2 is much better than episode 1. It starts to see some more character development and more storylines going on. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more stuff happened, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. So that's what I thought of episode 2 of season 2 of The Last Kingdom. What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments, or send me an email. You can also find me on the various social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, moviepilot.com. Just type in Nerd Bites anywhere and I'm sure you'll find me. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos, and of course, keep it nerdy.